Nepal is going to vote in a landmark general election on March 5th, 2026, in what many see as a quest for political change. The election is being held 2 years ahead of schedule after violent protests last September that left 77 people dead and forced Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli to resign. Nepal is a country of 30 million people. It has witnessed severe political instability over the years, with 32 changes in government since 1990. It has left its largely agrarian economy hamstrung and forced millions to look for work abroad. For decades, power rotated between the same trio of leaders, KP Sharma Oli, Pushpa Kamal Dahal and Sher Bahadur Doiba. All three faced repeated allegations of corruption, but none was ever seriously held to account. Poverty, unemployment and the lack of opportunities that force the youth to travel to all parts of the world in search of employment are the key campaign issues going into this election. Last September, thousands of young Nepalis, teenagers, students, many still in school uniforms, gathered near the federal parliament in Kathmandu to protest against corruption and a government ban on social media websites. The protests soon turned violent, with police firing at the crowds. Protesters set fire to parliament, ministerial residences and other government institutions in Nepal's capital. Across the country, district offices, provincial assemblies and party headquarters were set ablaze. In this two-day Gen Z protest, 77 people lost their lives. Over 2,000 were injured. Nepal Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli was forced to resign. Nepal's President Ramchandra Paudel appointed former Chief Justice Sushila Karki as the country's new Prime Minister and dissolved the parliament. This election is seen as a fight between the old guard and the new guard. The Nepali Congress and the Communist Party of Nepal, Unified Marxist-Leninist or CPNUML, are two parties that have dominated national politics for decades. The CPNUML, the party that Oli leads, remains a major force, even as Oli faced the full backlash of last year's protests. He is running in Jhapa 5, a seat he has lost only once in 7 elections there since 1990. The Nepali Congress is under the leadership of Gagan Thapa, a younger figure who is claiming the party has undergone major internal reform and promising to carry that change into governance if voted to power. Pushpa Kamal Dahal of the Maoist Centre brought together around a dozen smaller communist factions to form the Nepali Communist Party after the protests. Dahal, a 3-time Prime Minister, is contesting from Rukum 1. And then there is the party everyone is watching, the Rashtriya Swatantra Party. The party surprised the country in 2022 by winning 21 seats in its debut election. But the events of September 2025 gave it something it didn't have before: a generational figurehead. Balen Shah, or Balen, is 35 years old. A structural engineer and former rapper, he was the mayor of Kathmandu until recently. Until he threw his hat into the ring for mayor in 2022, he was known largely among the youth as a rap singer. In January 2026, he joined the RSP, setting his sights on the Prime Minister's post. He is now challenging Oli directly in Jhapa 5. About 40% of the constituency's voters are between 18 and 40 years old. A defeat for the 74-year-old Oli could effectively end his long political career. For many young Nepalis, that contest is the election in miniature, the old Nepal against the new one. Around 19 million people are eligible to vote, including roughly 1 million newly registered voters, most of them young, in a country of about 30 million. These voters are expected to play the deciding factor in this election. How does the electoral system in Nepal work? Voters will elect their representatives to the House of Representatives, or Pratinidhi Sabha, the lower chamber of parliament. The Sabha has 275 members, 165 elected through the first-past-the-post system and 110 through proportional representation (PR). Voters cast 2 ballots, one for an individual candidate under FPTP and another for a political party under PR. Under FPTP, the candidate with the highest number of votes in each constituency wins. Under PR, seats are allocated to parties based on their nationwide vote share. A party that secures at least 138 seats, a simple majority, can form a government on its own. If no party reaches that threshold, the single largest party is invited to form a government, typically through coalition building. The counting of votes is slow because of the complex ballot design and the large number of parties and candidates. Votes are counted manually. It might take up to a month for the full results would be declared. And across 67 parties contesting this election, the question is, can the energy on the streets translate into seats?